good, guys? Today we are rebuilding the Detroit Pistons, and we are trying to get that man, Cade Cunningham, an NBA championship. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I was pretty wrong about the Pistons. Obviously, I thought with additions like Tobias Harris, who, we don't think is all that great, would help this team become, go from very, very bad, potentially setting a loss record, to pretty decent. Jaden Ivey's hurt at the moment, but he was another guy I was pretty down on, to be honest, but with more playing time, my man is really thriving. He's turned into a great off-the-ball shooter for this team. Duren is not the most well-built-out offensive player, but 6'10", 250. This guy big, strong, run, dunk man. Right now, the Pistons are 41-32, so we're going to sim out the regular season and see how we do. We're going to sim out the playoffs because, I had nothing to do with this season. I don't want to take the credit if we have a surprise chip run. Shai Gilgeous, the MVP. Cade Cunningham, an all-NBA first team. Wow. Based on this season, I'm a little surprised to see Trae Young and Cade here, but you never know. 26 a game, 9 assists, 6 boards. Great season for Cade. All right, and the Pistons end up being the number 6 seed. We're going against the New York Knicks, who beat us 4-2 in the first round. There'll be a Knicks-Nuggets finals, and the winner of that will be the Knicks. Okay, so the Knicks are winning the chip here. Time for the Pistons, though. Draft lottery. I don't think we're going to be too involved in the draft lottery here. The Timberwolves own our pick at number 17, so we are not have a draft pick in this round. Sweet. So looking at the roster, obviously we have our star player in Cade Cunningham, a point guard with great size, a guy I feel like can be our number 1 option. Backup point guard Marcus Sasser, 75 overall at 24. I feel like we need a little bit more juice there. Obviously we've got Ivy at the 2 at 6'4". I feel like he's got good enough height. I wish his perimeter defense was a little bit better, but maybe that'll develop as he gets older. Asor Thompson is almost like the inverse. I love the perimeter defense. I don't like the 3-point scoring. High key, I kind of want to move him to the 2 or maybe even to the 1 and put Cade at the 2 just so we can play jumbo. Obviously, we need to figure out who our 4-man's going to be. Ron Holland doesn't have the offensive game that I really want for my 4. And our centers, I'm not a big Isaiah Stewart guy and never have been. Probably never will be. And we got Jalen Duren, who is our long-term starter. So here in free agency, I am going to try to make a move for Guerschon Yabusele. Try to sign him to a 3-year, $12 million per year deal. So Guerschon agrees, but let's see if we have a match. I'm also going to renounce the rights to Beasley. I know Beasley has been a stud for the Pistons this year, a contender for 6th man of the year, but he's not in the image of the way I'm trying to build the team, especially since I literally might move Ivy to the bench despite how good Ivy is. I'm going to try to bring Schroeder back. Let's see if we can. I don't want to sign Schroeder to more than a 1-year deal, so we're going to go 1 year, 13 mil. All right, we got Schroeder to come back. Center market is a little dry, but maybe Andre Drummond is the guy for us. 2-year deal, 7.7677. A lot of 7s, a lot of millions of dollars that I wish I could have, but I don't. So Cade's up to a 93, Duren an 85, Thompson an 83, Ivy an 83. It's kind of our big 4. Yabusele just stuck at 78. That's okay. So my rotation here is Cade, Ivy, Thompson, Yabusele, Jalen Duren. Then we got Schroeder, Harris, Drummond, and Ron Holland. Isaiah Stewart, I'm not a big fan of this guy. I feel like he has a real offensive game. I feel like he just fights dudes for no reason, which I guess Ron Holland may be a little liable for as well, but it's only 20. Maybe can develop into something. Sasser here, also 78 overall, really not that bad, but he's already 25, so he's kind of probably hitting the top of his development curve. I don't love our 4-5 pairing, only because Yabusele's 6'8", Duren 6'10". I kind of want to put a more rangy power forward. If there was no salary cap, I would love to have like a Jaren Jackson Jr. here at this 4 spot. I feel like having a shot is going to be important playing next to Thompson with the spacing issues we have. Let's sim out this beginning part of the season. Let's go to January 15. Maybe I can move Isaiah Stewart at some point here. And we are losers. We are big losers. We are losing a lot. All right, now we're winning a lot. Okay, that was a scary start. Good thing we stuck with it. 25-15. Not great, not terrible. We're behind the Knicks and the Cavaliers in the conference standing, but we are 3rd. We have a great 10-point differential, which is amazing. And honestly, if we didn't get off to the 1-5 start, we'd probably have an even better record. We'd probably be 2nd. So the Pistons are in a weird spot, low-key, because the smart thing, I feel like, conventional wisdom would be Cade's 24, Duren's 22, Ivy's 23, Thompson's 22. You take a look at this team and you just say, keep them together for 4 years and they'll be golden. The problem is you're just banking on these guys in 4 years being better than any other team's young collection of talent being that good, and you never know if that's the case. There's a lot of promising teams in the NBA. You never know what the growth curve is going to be. I don't feel pressured to make a move. I do feel like we could wait a little bit. Next year, we're going to have to re-sign Jaden Ivey. He's going to want a big contract. So next offseason, we need to re-sign probably a new bench player to replace Harris as he's going to decline. Schroeder, we can fill in with Sasser, but Ivy and Duren are going to need big contracts, which means after this season, we're going to have 3 mega contracts flex in Cade, Ivy, and Duren with Thompson on the way afterwards. So that's the problem, is we're going to be locked into this core, kind of. I mean, obviously everybody's tradable. So it's like, what kind of decision do we want to make? We have their bird rights, so we could go way over the cap if we were to trade for somebody now. Obviously, I'm not keeping Stewart around. We can trade him. Pistons draft pick situation's all right. It's just kind of, we just have a lot of our own picks, not a lot of other teams' picks. All right, I'm going to keep the team as it is. Couldn't find a trade I liked for Stewart, so we're going to go to a little ahead in the calendar, just see how the team rocks and rolls. So we're 33-17, second in the conference. Things are going well. I guess it's just, do I want my big three to be Cade, Ivy, and Duren? Is that a big three that I really think can win the championship? That's where I'm a little hesitant on our team build, and I'm wondering what can I do to do something here, man? I've been offered Markkanen from the Jazz. Now, this is a weird trade because I feel like most people would have just assumed this is a really stupid trade for the Jazz, and I kind of feel like it is too, but Markkanen is a weird player. This guy is low-key one of the biggest black holes in the NBA. He does not play make at all. Career high in assists is 2. I feel like only averaging 2 assists when you're scoring almost 24 points a game is bad. Now, I'm gonna say it is bad. It's just not good. Is that Detroit basketball that I want? I don't know. With all that being said, we're gonna make this trade because this is our only opportunity to add a huge salary player like this before all those other salaries kick in. Would Tom Gore, as owner of the Pistons, pay that bill? I don't know. But now we just have a way better team because we got Markkanen coming off the bench as our 6th man with Schroeder, Drummond, and Holland. I like that, man. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. Is that going to be good enough to win us an NBA championship? I don't know about that, but it's going to get us a lot closer. And we lost to the Bucks. You don't like to see that. We're still second in the conference, but we're having a really good season. We're already over 54 wins. We're first in the power ranking, which I feel like in 2K, you're like always first in the power ranking, even if you're not the best team. Like, why is the #1 team not ahead of us? But Cade Cunningham won the MVP. Gosh darn it. 29 points a game, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. Cooper flagged that rookie of the year. No surprise there. So we got Cade on All-NBA first team again, 29 a game. Love to see it. His shooting efficiency is just going up and up and up. No other All-NBA guys for us, but honestly, that's okay. Cleveland, #1 seeded team. We're going against the Atlanta Hawks here in round number 2. The Hawks, they got Trae Young, the great barrier thief, Ricochet, Jalen Johnson, and Okongwu. I feel like we should be able to beat this team pretty handily. We've got some good defensive pieces. I mean, actually, that threesome of Daniels, Ricochet, and Johnson, that's a lot of defensive potential there, switchability, but we are going to play mostly bully ball, honestly. Especially Cade versus Trae. I like the way Cade can bully that matchup, but we are tied 2-2. Going to a game 7. All right, Detroit basketball. Let's go. Let's go. All right, great first quarter. Wow, we won by 25 points. This game is over. Wow, okay, great home court. We are going to win this game by like 50 points. My goodness. What happened in game 7? Cade with 39, Markkanen. That was a good trade by us. 9 of 12. We like that. Cade Cunningham, 39 points, 16 of 22 field goal. Great shooting performance from us. Trae Young, I mean, they didn't even shoot that badly. They must have just turned it over a lot. They did. Okongwu, 6 turnovers. Daniels, 5. Okay, Indiana Pacers, another team. You know what's interesting? We've got like Trae Young, Cade Cunningham, and Tyrese Halliburton. They're all in that similar like young, well, I guess Trae's kind of old now, but you know what I mean. I feel like they're all kind of linked together in some way. Anyway, I'm just yapping right now. Siakam, Turner, front court. I feel like Siakam just doesn't scare me that much. I don't know why. Wow, our teams are very similar. Again, I feel like the Hawks remind me of us, but I do feel like the Pistons are by far the most physical of these 3 teams, which is why our ceiling is so much higher and why we're up 2-1. We're tied 2-2. You know, the Pacers, they run and gun, and we're going to a game 7. I really hope this one goes like last one. Oh man, it is close. We're only down by 2, but it feels like so much more. Okay, we're up. This is going good. Yeah, we're gonna win. Okay, 2 game 7s in a row. I don't like that. Now we got the #1 seeded Cleveland Cavaliers, and I have my fears about competing with this team. My goodness, they are good. All right, here we go. I wish Cade Cunningham had better perimeter defense. That would make our life a lot easier because Ivy's also kind of bad at it. Thankfully, we got a Sort Thompson for Donovan Mitchell, which is going to be a nightmare. Evan Mobley's pretty good now, which is not good for us. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. This Cavaliers team does scare me. They were 4 games better than us in the regular season. We are both pretty similar point differential wise. We are much more of a defensive focused team. They're much more of an offensive focused team. Here we go. I mean, this is anyone's series, honestly. We take game 1 by 6. Nope. They took game 2. We took game 3. It's back and forth. We took 4. Nope. They took 5. Okay, we're in the NBA Finals. Let's go. Let's G-O-O-O-O-O-O-O. the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Timberwolves of Minnesota. A very good team. A team I don't really want to play, but we're gonna have to. They got DiVincenzo, Edwards, McDaniels is an 87 overall. Leonard Miller, though, at the 4. Okay, that's a weak spot. Ant has been absolutely balling lately. He is terrifying. He's becoming a much better passer, too, which also makes him a lot scarier. I mean, we just gotta not let Ant touch the ball. Can't let that man have it. I don't feel great about this series. I do feel like, even though we've got Cade, who is the MVP, I think Ant is a better player, and we are down 2-1, 3-1,
oh no,
and 3-2. Can we go for 7? All right, we were down 3-1. Can we do what has only been done by my glorious king, LeBron James? Can we come back from 3-1 in the NBA Finals? I'm stressing. I'm stressing. Bro, we are killing them. These Game 7s have been a joke. This isn't stressful at all. Actually, they're starting to come back a little bit. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up. You know what? I'm not gonna shut up. Let's go. Speed it up. Yeah, we won the second quarter too and the third quarter. Okay, it's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. Let's go. Cade Cunningham, Finals MVP. Great stats. 25, 7, and 6. Love to see it. In the deciding Game 7, Cade Cunningham, 45 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Ivy with 20. Schroeder with 18. It's a big game player, man. 8 of 10 from the field. Ron Holland, 4 of 4 of 14 points. Big Ron Holland performance. Whoa, what a game. Edwards, only 22 points. Uncharacteristic 15 shot attempts. Well, that's our rebuild of the Pistons. Honestly, Pistons have shown a lot of promise. I think their team could definitely hit another level if Thompson can develop a below average jump shot. It doesn't need to be great, but it's just got to be better than what it is right now. Duran, if he can build out his offensive bag, I think would be great. And Cade just got to continue to work on his efficiency. I mean, I think this team has a good ceiling. I do think they need to move on from some of their non-offensive slanted players, but it's what we did here. We won the chip. Worked out pretty well. If you guys enjoyed this video, click right up here to watch me rebuilding the New Orleans Pelicans and getting Zion Williamson his first ring. See you in the next one. Peace.